Welcome back to the Eden of Grisaia. The sedative they'd administered with his meal had apparently been effective. Kazami Yuuji was still lying quietly in his bed. There had been no movement on the observation room monitors for nearly 4 hours. It almost looked like the man might have died from an overdose, but according to their monitoring systems, his brain activity and body temperature were normal enough. It wasn't uncommon for prisoners to feign death in order to escape their cells. Accordingly, they put certain countermeasures in place. The walls, floor, and ceiling were all padded to prevent any attempts at self-harm. The ceiling was also unusually low, precluding the ability to hang yourself. The bed was a simple, indestructible thing, bolted securely to the floor so that it couldn't even be budged. There wasn't a handle of any kind on the inside of the door. Even the toilet, the one object that looked promising, was designed to fall apart if you tried to smash yourself against it. When they took measures this thorough, all you could really do was play dead. Sometimes it felt a little absurd that they even bothered installing security cameras on top of it all.
風見雄二の様子はどうだ? もうかれこれ4時間近く動きがありません。脳波の測定では浅い眠りを繰り返しているようです。
An hour after he'd stepped out with a tense "I'll be back soon," Adam had finally returned. His face showed signs of what looked like fatigue, something that hadn't been true when he left the room.
手の拘束はどうした? 外したままにしているのか? 便所のたびに外してやるのが面倒でしたので。便所に行かせなければいい。
Come on, man. We're not monsters, are we?
まあ、クソまみれの男を護送するのは私ではないので、それでも構いませんが。手足が自由なら筋トレを始めるような男だ。とにかく運動はさせるな。薬の量を増やせ。
Well, they're really going all out, aren't they? They're like making sure this guy is like completely out of it.
やってますよ。もう十分です。現状でも立って歩くことすらままならない状態ですし、ベッドの上で動かないのも動けないというのが実情でしょう。油断をするな。風見雄二という男は人間の顔をした悪魔だ。テロリストに育てられ、実戦経験も豊富。体はもちろんのこと、心と頭の出来が違う。極めて高性能な殺戮装置だ。現役時代の風見雄二をご存知なのですか? 直接顔を合わせたことはほとんどないが、ホンジュラスを転戦していた当時、一度だけ私の指揮していた大隊に奴の所属する小隊が支援として配属されたことがある。奴らの小隊は進軍にあれば前衛に、撤退にあればしんがりに振られる、いわゆる尊猛枠と呼ばれる類だったが、狼のように鼻が利き、柱のごとくすばしこい。奴らが加わると必ず負け戦になるというジンクスもあったが、それは考え方が逆だ。負け戦だからこそ奴らが来る。そしてそんな正体にあって風見雄二という男はどんな状況にあっても必ず生還した。
Bullets, my one weakness.
大隊に見捨てられ、敵陣地の奥に置き去りにされてなお生還した。放り投げても敵を仕留めて必ず戻ってくる。そこでついたあだ名がブーメランだ。精神的な安定に欠くことを除けば、これほど使い勝手のいい駒はない。必ず生還ですか? 以前作戦で奴らの正体をおとりにして大規模な撤退戦を行ったことがある。こちらの部隊は62人、敵は800人以上のゲリラで完全に包囲されていたが、
Wow, 800 guerrillas.
我々は尻尾を切り離すようにして大隊本部に合流することができた。密林の中を2週間かけて200キロの撤退だ。その時はさすがに奴らの正体もぐちゃぐちゃにされて、大隊本部までたどり着いたのは風見雄二ただ一人。
Of course he was.
誰もが疲弊し、さっさと母国に帰りたいと、そのことばかりを考えている中で、
You just want to get back out there in the fight.
奴は一人、缶詰の中身を無理やり口に詰め込むようにして飯を食っていた。うまいとかまずいとか、そんなことはまるで関係ない。死なないために食うという 作業にも等しい様子で飯を食い、口に飯を詰め込んだまま立ち上がるとライフル弾をかき集めナイフを研ぎ始めた。何をする気だと問えば、奴は平然と仲間を迎えに行くと言った。たった今地獄から生還し、誰もが集中を切らして座り込む中、奴だけは再び立ち上がる気力を残していた。そして奴は単身で仲間を迎えに戻り、49時間後には負傷者を含めて小隊全員を連れ戻したのだから笑えるだろう。正直この男を敵に渡すぐらいなら自軍で処刑してしまいたいぐらいだ。
If Yuuji's so dangerous, I don't know why they just don't shoot him right now.
もしこの男の襲撃から合衆国要人を護衛する仕事が私に振られたらと思えば胃が痛くなる。こうして見てる分にはひ弱で不愛想なガキにしか見えませんがね。そう見えるのも武器の一つだ。ヒース・オスロが提唱し実験を続けた幼年兵強化計画の1期生主席、うちでいうところの ET-01、 それがこの男だ。資料の数字だけを見ると狙撃以外の項目に関しては飛び抜けて優れているわけでもなさそうですが、それはあくまでも風見雄二が軍に入ってから計測された数字だ。風見雄二がオスロのネストから回収された時、肉体強化剤使用時のデータも同時に回収されたが、その数値は人間の限界に限りなく近いものだった。100メートルを 9.48 秒で走り、31.25G の重力加速度に耐え、水だけで19日間を生き延び、264時間の不眠に耐える。静的計測による無呼吸の最長時間は15分48秒、動的なら6分18秒、真空環境下での生存時間は68秒、限界最低体温 13.7 度、体温が24度を下回ると心臓が停止するが自己蘇生可能。連続単純労働による集中力持続時間は12時間18分。記憶力は標準的な小説の文庫本で約100冊分。
I could do that. I not memorize the novels, but I can do the repetitive stuff.
それ以外にも数限りない実験が繰り返されたようだが、その結果のほとんどが評価 S。
He ain't that hot, you know. He's not that great.
ブースターを使用しての能力計測は我が軍では評価査定に含みません。体制さえあれば誰でもある程度の記録上昇はあります。ましてや被験者が若年であればあるほどその数値の上昇率は高く計測されますしね。だがこの男の粘り強さだけは最高水準だ。軍人にとって最も大事と言っても過言ではない心の強さ。言い換えれば我慢強さというものが半端ではないのだよ。過大評価ではありませんか。風見雄二が敵の手に落ちた時に私の言葉の意味がわかる。
Yuuji will fuck us up, man. We can't let him escape.
そしてこれは予言だが、貴様は必ずなぜこんなガキがと後悔するだろ
う。You'll rue the day, I tell you. You'll rue it. Take a child who has nothing. A child who's only known torment. Give him a goal. And a means to accomplish it. That was enough to create the perfect soldier. Heath Oslo had taken in a boy with no apparent value. When he realized Kazami Yuji's true potential, he no doubt clapped his hands with joy. He found himself a loyal, single-minded weapon. What could be more charming than that? My eyes were spinning. When I tried to open them, tears ran down my cheeks. As the room spun wildly around me, I lay still and drew quick, shallow breaths. If I tried to do anything else, I'd end up with my face in the toilet, vomiting stomach acid. Hours slipped by before I knew it. When my mind was relatively clear, I focused on exercising my eyeballs. When my thoughts grew muddled, I let myself doze off briefly. And in those periods of light sleep, I dreamed of killing people. The people I killed were often just thugs I passed in the street. Not anyone I was deliberately targeting. But the reason I killed them was always the same. They tried to harm me or threaten me for no good reason, and I responded with lethal force. It was always the same. I never once grew angry at the way they treated me. They were just in my way. They were all the reason I needed to gouge their eyes out, snap their necks, and smash their heads open. After I killed them, I would squat down next to their bodies and reach into their pockets, looking for some kind of identification. And that was when I'd realized that Asako was standing behind me. She never got angry and she never criticized me. She just looked down at me with sadness in her eyes. The instant I noticed her, a shiver always ran down my spine. All of a sudden, I'd be consumed with guilt and regret. When I did something wrong, it wasn't my father who showed up to scold me. It wasn't my mother either, or my sister. I'd rather have been spotted by the police and thrown into jail than let Asako see me in this state. As I wrapped my arms around my head and curled up in a ball, Asako would always speak to me. I'm sorry, Asako.
私に謝っても仕方なかろう。まだ治りきらんというのか。お前の病気は。
Sorry.
私がお前に与えた力ってのはな、誰かを傷つけるために与えたわけじゃないと何度も説明したはずだろ。謝って嘆き続けるだけの人生ならお前の母親と同じだ。そういう悲しい人間のために使う力、私はそれをお前に与えたつもりだったが失敗したか。
Don't call my mother a miserable person. I know.
分かっていてもこのざまじゃ意味がないだろうが。
There was nothing I could say to that. Unable to stand or even meet Asako's gaze, I would cast my eyes downward. But that left me staring at the pitiful corpse of my enemy. Maybe this was my real self. Maybe this was just my nature. I couldn't have argued otherwise. Without Asako, I really was a lost cause. But if I said as much, she'd tell me to stop being such a spoiled brat. Since I knew that, I had no choice but to struggle silently with myself. Even someone like me could be better than this. I might be able to accomplish something. I might be able to find my own way to help people. You know, Asako was the one who made me believe that.
私だけに何でも押し付けるなよ。私がいなくても何とかやれることはもう自分でも気がついているんだろう。事実お前は私がいなくてもアメリカでの研修時代を生き抜いた。違うか？
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure when I first started feeling some actual confidence in my abilities. It might have been in the early days of my first term, back when the caps we'd been issued still had flat brims. By the time we started our second term, pretty much everyone was curving the brims down sharply and polishing the insignia on the crown with steel wool to make themselves look more like veterans. For a while after I enlisted, our training consisted entirely of classroom lectures and physical exercise, but just as I was starting to get sick of the routine, we began our marksmanship training with live ammunition. At first, there was always an instructor looking over our shoulders, quite literally beating the basics of rifle technique into us. America does love its guns, but it isn't like everyone there has actually fired one. I've never fired a real weapon, by the way. So many of the students were holding rifles for their very first time, and some were discouraged to learn that hitting the target wasn't exactly easy. It was her. That was an issue for me, but I had my own problems to deal with for some reason. I always ended up training under the watchful eye of Captain Garrett herself. Her bellowed criticisms of the way I handled my rifle were invariably accompanied by a sharp jab to the head from her punishment bar. Once I managed to correct the flaws in my form, she started finding fault with the look in my eyes instead. You know, there's always something. Even with a helmet on, the impact of those blows would rattle my brain right through my skull. But just around the time I started wedging a towel in there for a bit of extra cushioning, I remember Captain Garrett saying something rather unexpected.
貴様、本当に射撃だけはうまいな。
Well, thank you. That day, Captain Garrett had thrown herself down into a folding canvas chair and spent a few minutes watching through a scope as my bullets struck their target. When she finally spoke those words, her tone of voice was surprisingly earnest. To be honest, it was hard to accept that I was talented at this. In Oslo's camp, everyone was expected to be at least this accurate, and when I really started learning how to snipe in Yamanashi, Asako was my only standard of comparison. So I had been convinced that I really wasn't much good at all.
私はめったにこういうことは言わんのだが、一度は言っておかんと、貴様は自分の価値に気づかんだろうから、嫌でヘドが出そうだが、仕方がないので言っておく。貴様のこの才能は、合衆国の宝になる。家族のいない貴様のことだ。自分の才能をどう使うべきかなど何も思いつかんだろうから教えてやろう。いいか風見。海兵隊員にとって国民は家族であり国家は父だ。そして同じ飯を食って育った隊員たちはすべて貴様の兄弟だと思え。元宝とは協力してかかれという意味だ。自分が何のために戦うのかわからなくなった時には思い出せ。友を思い、故郷を思い、愛国心で肝が据わったのなら、貴様の放った弾は必ず敵に当たる。なんだ、そんな目で私を見るな。言いたいことがあるなら言ってみろ。
Well, it might be presumptuous of me to even state this opinion, and I hope you understand that I mean no disrespect, ma'am. But America's greatest assets are its hot dogs and soda pop, Captain Garrett.
それこそアメリカの対価だ、バカ者。
I'm sorry, I didn't take economics.
いいか、風見よ。貴様には才能がある。貴様がこれまでどんな生き方をしてきたかなど関係ない。誰も気にせん。だが、やれることがあるのなら、やらないやつはクズだ。だが、そのクズという称号を嫌い、そこから這い上がろうとするやつは、もうクズではない。そして、海兵隊で私の班に配属された以上は必ずクズを卒業させてやる。
Well, I hope I get out of that hole before my skull is permanently deformed, ma'am.
何か言ったか？
No, ma'am. Ow. My painful lesson for that day. You might be right about a lot of things, but you just don't know when to stop talking, kid. Unfortunately, that's a problem that still plagues me even to this day. When I became an instructor myself a few months later, the things I learned while being poked in the head did prove rather useful. I wouldn't say Captain Garrett's methods were necessarily wrong, but I tended to remember the pain she inflicted on me more vividly than the lecture she'd given, so I decided to avoid the use of violence with my own students. My feedback was usually just, not bad, keep it up, instead of nagging them about every little thing. I gave advice only when it would seem genuinely necessary. At some point, I started to realize that teaching people effectively was less about the methods that you chose, and more about your own abilities. If you want to help someone learn a skill, you need to start by mastering it yourself so you can serve as an example. That's simple enough, really. Unsurprisingly, the other instructors weren't too pleased by my lenient approach, but they almost never said anything to my face. A few years later, when I happened to run into one of my former pupils, I learned that my merciful methods had earned me some popularity with the trainees. For one thing, they'd figured out that staying an eye shot of me during their smoke breaks was a good way to prevent the other instructors from bullying them for no real reason. I'd wondered why a crowd always seemed to gather in my vicinity when I sat around reading books in the lounge, but now it all made sense. Teaching others can also be a way to get a better picture of yourself. I think it was right about then that I started to develop my actual confidence in my skills. On that mountain in Yamanashi, I dreamed of making myself useful somehow. Now it felt like I was actually making progress toward that goal. But the moment when that vague feeling grew into something more concrete came later. A little after we were deployed into the field as part of our second term. By this point, our useless group of thugs and dropouts wasn't quite as babyfaced as it used to be. And we were starting to feel something like pride in our work. We'd been called trash or worse for most of our lives, but now we had an actual rank. Something that came with certain privileges, like a can of beer with dinner every Saturday. Danny almost always grabbed mine since I didn't drink. Oh, Danny. Seeing corpses on the battlefield still made me nauseous, but I didn't feel particularly anxious about the possibility of my own death. According to a military doctor by the name of Lieutenant J, this was a common form of insanity among young people who have no family or property, and haven't lived long enough to accumulate many regrets. It was fairly early in this period of my training when I realized that I had changed. At the time, my platoon was lodging in a small village a decent distance from our battalion's headquarters. Not to say that we'd set up some fully equipped barracks. We were essentially sleeping in a crude hut in the woods. The beds were far from comfortable, and the mosquitoes never left us alone. Some of us got nasty fevers as a result. Whenever we were deployed, trucks would take us from HQ to the foot of a forested mountain, and from there we'd trudge our way up to the village. One day, Danny and I had been left behind at HQ for some reason I can't recall, and we ended up having to march the entire way to the village without the help of a transport truck. As we trudged down a muddy road in the twilight, we came across an old lady and a child of 4 or 5 walking along hand in hand. They'd probably just finished a day of work on their farm. For no particular reason, I tipped my cap and wished the old lady a good night. With a smile, she replied, "Keep your chin up, soldier." In the next moment, an emotion I couldn't quite identify welled up in my chest. A bit startled by this unfamiliar feeling, I walked along quietly at Danny's side for a time. He was the first to break the silence.
なあ、ショーティよ。こんなことを言うと、お前は俺の頭がどうかしたんじゃないかと思うかもしれんが。
I had expected Danny to follow this up with one of his idiotic, dirty jokes he was constantly telling. So the next words out of his mouth caught me off guard.
俺は今、あのばあさんと子供のためなら死んでもいいと思った。
Wow, that's heavy. Jerking my head up in surprise, I looked over at my friend. He bashfully averted his eyes from my gaze.
そんな顔すんなよ。俺だって自分でも何言ってんだって思うぜ。けどよ、俺みたいなチンピラでも年寄りやガキのために何かができるかもしれねえ。いや、それぐらいしか俺たちに価値はねえんじゃねえかって思ったんだ。そうは言っても、今の二人は俺には何の関係もねえ人間だ。正直昔の俺ならババアとガキがおっちのが知ったこっちゃねえで済ませてたかもしれねえ。でもな、今の二人が俺のおふくろと妹だったと考えれば、きっと俺は死に物狂いで戦うだろうし、俺が無関係なババアとガキのために戦えば、きっと俺と同じような人間が俺のおふくろと妹のために戦ってくれるんじゃねえかって。ああ、くそうまく言えねえな。
Yeah, I think I understand what you're getting at, actually.
そうか、分かってくれたか。さすがは俺の相棒だぜ。
Of course I knew what he meant. I'd been thinking the exact same thing myself. There are people who love that old woman and that kid as much as I loved Asako, so if I had to die fighting for them, I probably wouldn't regret it. Those thoughts had slipped into my mind so easily that it had startled me a little. You know, it almost felt like the final piece of some puzzle had snapped into place inside of me. I wasn't naive enough to think that I'd been rewarded in the end. I knew the world wasn't that simple. But if I told myself that this was the reason I was born, to help people, in any way that I could. It felt like a satisfying answer. Not too long ago, the very idea would have been incomprehensible to me. I'd avoided anything troublesome, assuming the world would change itself to suit me if I ran away from my problems. The more I thought about that, the more ridiculous it all seemed.
おいおい、笑うなよ。俺は今マジで言ったんだぜ。だよ、タグ。言うんじゃなかったぜ。
Oh, I'm laughing at myself, not you. I was thinking the exact same thing, actually.
Huh?
Pretty hilarious, right? I mean, think about it. It's like, what the hell happened to me?
ちげえねえや。まったくもってこの俺がってやつだぜ。
Hey, Danny. Military's a pretty good place, isn't it? I meant that from the bottom of my heart. We were pieces of trash that society had rejected, and the military was the dump where we'd been discarded. We spent most of our time there getting our asses kicked, but in exchange we started to feel like the things we did had actual meaning. We'd started to feel like we were actually useful. If we'd attended normal schools and became normal members of society, maybe that would have happened much earlier. We'd never had the chance to learn the lessons most people take it for granted, but in this moment, we'd finally managed to figure out the sort of people we wanted to be.
おうよ、軍隊はいいぜ。酒もタバコも出るしな。
That's not really what I meant.
あとは女が出れば最高なんだけどな。
Well, whatever. Just be careful while playing around with the local girls, alright? Lieutenant Jay's got some real horror stories about pus-filled sores.
おい、知ってるか、ショーティ。士官になると特別な女が用意される上に、宿舎も個室で、タバコ吸い放題で、酒も好きに飲めるらしいぞ。
That's not all. The big shots get a room to themselves and an orderly to look after them. They don't have to do their own laundry or fetch their own meals. Perks are pretty nice.
いいね。まるで王様じゃねえか。いっちゃ俺も士官とやらになってみるか。
We didn't go to a training school, so NCO is probably as high as we can go. And either way, I hear it's pretty damn tough to climb that ladder.
おいおい、いきなり出花をくじいてくれるなよ。やる気なくすぜ。
Well, there are ways, but it's not going to be easy. If you got yourself shipped off to Japan with a 2-rank promotion, finished up your term in service there, and headed back to the States, you'd automatically become an officer. Well, that was how it would work for Asako, at least.
おい、詳しく教えろよ。
Alright, well, make it NCO and I'll tell you what I know.
なんだよ、おい、もったいつけるなよ。
Even without Asako around, I found something like a purpose in the military. After her death, I'd been clinging to the words she left me, and the emotions I felt in those final moments. Still, it was hard to say how long these things would protect me. If they handed me over to Oslo, I'd probably be brainwashed and turned back into a killing machine I used to be. I would have preferred death to that. I was tired of asking myself if I've been born to hurt people. I never wanted to feel that way again. But right now, there wasn't much I could do. I had to wait for my chance. I was used to waiting patiently, but that didn't make this any less agonizing. It felt as if some shadowy, horrible thing was pursuing me. I was a feeling I was of known will by now. It probably wasn't going to go away until the day I finally faced off against Oslo. Whether I won or lost wasn't relevant. I had to stand and fight. That was the price I had to pay.
結論は出たのか?
What are you talking about?
自分のために戦って自分の生き方の決着をつける決心はついたのかって聞いてんだよ。
Fight for myself, huh? I'm still not really sure what that means. And as for settling the score, well, right now I can't even stand up on my own. I don't have much choice but to sit around waiting.
まあ、そう焦るなって。お前さ、一人で何でも解決しようとしてないか？たまには人を頼れよ。生きている人間をな。お前にはちゃんと仲間がいるだろう。
Friends, huh?
ちった信じてみちゃどうだ。
Well, the more I expect of people, the more I'm disappointed. That's the story of my life.
お前、それダメ。それ、お前の悪いところ。
That's what the sentence fragments.
裏切られた時のことは、裏切られてから考えろ。裏切られるから信じないなんて、いじめられっ子かよ、お前。
Well, I kinda was, actually.
そうか、そういやそうだな。どうすっかな。もううぜえしどうでもいいから、バカみたいに信じろよ。お前バカだろ？それでいいじゃねえか。
You never change, do you? I don't know where you get off calling me a moron.
利口なやつが海兵隊なんかに入るかよ、バカ。
Sure enough.
他にどうすることもできねえなら信じるしかねえだろ。ダメだったらその時考えろ。男のくせに先のことぐちゃぐちゃ考えて動けなくなってんじゃねえよ。
You know, isn't this the second time we've had this conversation?
ああ、そうだっけ。
Yeah, you lectured me about the same thing last time you popped up in my dreams.
ああ、そうな。そんなこともあったかな。
You don't have to worry, Asako. I'm gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. And anyway, you're basically just a character in a dream telling me the things I want to hear. And since I understand that, I don't really need you anymore. You've done more than enough. Thanks, Asako.
そっか。それもなんか寂しいな。
It's alright. We'll meet again someday, right?
そっか。じゃあ仕方がねえな。おとなしく帰るか。
When the time comes, I'll see you there.
焦ってこないでいいぞ。ずっと待っててやるから。
Yeah. I think I'll keep struggling for a while. And the next moment, my mind rose up from the muddy depths of that dream and my eyes blinked open. Believe in your friends and bide your time. How much faith could I really put in a plan like that? I tried my best, but this believing thing seemed to require more energy than I'd expected. Before I knew it, my eyelids were drooping once more, and with no real reason to resist, I yielded to my urge to sleep. Wonder what time it is. As I lay there, alone in my cell, there was the most coherent thought I could manage. In that moment, I didn't even have the energy to wonder what Chizuru, JB, and my former classmates were up to.